and welcome to Just One More Haircut. This is the first professional haircut I've had since June this year, thanks to Sydney's lockdown, though frankly I'm not sure if it's any better or any worse than Mrs. Jonwa's previous efforts. Anyway, welcome to a double unboxing. Two Seikos that are new to me and new to the channel, though I appreciate not necessarily new to the market. The first is the SRPE35, aka the King Samurai. Now, I reviewed the King Turtle earlier on this year and I thought it was fantastic. Finally, a Seiko that we don't have to mod as soon as we take it home and open the box. Sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel insert, great value. I do a top 5, bottom 5 roundup, a kind of annual review every year. If I was a betting man, I'd put a fiver on the King Turtle being in that list. I thought it would be rude not to check out the King Samurai, therefore its more angular sibling. Watch number 2 is the SRPG27, the not quite so new field watch. Essentially this one was launched to replace the SNZG 13. Now, I re-reviewed the SNZG 13 earlier this year and I said it was the best value for money Seiko you could currently buy. Admittedly old tech with a 7S26, whereas the new version has the 4-arm movement. I'll be interested to see what other upgrades, if any, they have made. I was waiting for this one to come down in price, but it didn't, so I bought it anyway. Talking of price, I got both of these watches from Watson's Jewelers down in Launceston, Tasmania. They ship nationally though. If you're in Australia, I'll leave a link to their store in the description of the video. Neil Watson looked after me, mention my name, and I'm sure he'll look after you as well. All right, I always love saying this phrase. Let's flip the camera and peel off some stickers. Alright then, two unhelpfully identical packages here. I'm really hoping to get the King Samurai first today and leave that Seiko 5 field watch for later, so I'm going to open the one with the thank you from Watson's. Cue the elevator music. Okay then, congratulations on your purchase of your new Seiko. Now this is something I've noticed. I'm now getting emailed the warranty details rather than a warranty card in the box, which is a good thing. And as I said, I got it from Watson's, Launceston in beautiful Tasmania. Let's see what we've got in the box then. Is this the Samurai or is it the field watch? I'm hoping it's the Samurai. Ooh, what do we got? What do we got? Oh yeah, it's definitely the Samurai. 50-50, and I got it right. There it is. Yeah, so the unmistakable angled lug profile of a Seiko Samurai peeking out from under the lid of the box there. Often imitated but never bettered, I don't think. It is a real kind of classic if you like this look. I guess if you don't like this look, then you buy the Turtle, but if you do like all the angles, then you buy the Samurai. So very much like the King Turtle, this one has sapphire crystal and a ceramic bezel insert. And how good does it look, particularly because of the bezel insert? It is so transformative. It really does make a massive, massive difference to the watch. Not sure if there's any anti-reflective coating underneath that sapphire crystal, but I still think these are reasonably well priced by Seiko. They're not completely taking the mickey with these things. Okay then, plenty of stickers, let's peel them off. Alright, sadly nothing on the dial today, but we do have the signature blue sticker on the case back, so let's peel that one off. I've got some plans for this King Samurai. I've looked at the Samurai a couple of times before, so I obviously will do a full review of it over the coming weeks, possibly months, because I've got a bit of a queue on at the moment. I then thought I would put it head to head with some Japanese rivals, including of course the Orient Star that I unboxed a couple of weeks ago, but there's something missing here. There is a Citizen missing from the middle, so leave me a comment, let me know what ProMaster you think I should pick up and put head to head against these two. Something around the $400 to $500 US price bracket, that's where these two fit in. Yeah, I think that will be a really interesting three-way tussle. But for now, let's get this one set, get it sized and get it on wrist. And what do you know? It's 6 minutes past 10 on the 3rd of the month. It's always 6 minutes past 10 on the 3rd of the month in Watch World. How good does this thing look on wrist thanks to that ceramic bezel insert and the sapphire crystal? And the texture dial, the gold second hand, it just transforms the watch. It didn't take much, but it just is such an uplift over the standard model. If this is the first time you have ever seen a Samurai, welcome. basic specifications and dimensions on this one: 43.5mm at its widest point, bang on 13mm thick, and as you can see there, the angle case angles in towards the wrist. 22mm lug width. There's a bit of a taper on this, back down to 19.5, 21.5 in the clasp. It is a big boy though, sized up for me, 7-inch wrist, and I've got it quite tight on my wrist, 188 grams. I think these look fantastic on fitted end-link rubber straps. Perhaps that's something I will do with this one if I do decide to keep it long term. There is of course one question we have to ask with a Seiko though: does it line up? Remember that old Dave Letterman late show segment, will it float? Yeah, that one. Perhaps I need to get somebody to write a jingle for me. Does it align? Does it align? Because yeah, I'm not going to do it myself. Does it align then? That's the big question. No, of course it doesn't. The chapter ring is slightly off to the right and the bezel insert is slightly further off to the right. It's not the best I've seen, but it's not the worst I've seen either. I'm guessing there'll be no such bezel alignment issues with this one because it doesn't have a bezel. So there's a few different versions of this one available. There's a PVD black one, there's a kind of blue one, there's one with Fotina. I went for the kind of standard one here. Really, I've been keen to pick up one of these since it launched because it's a little bit smaller than the SNZG. I always found the SNZG was a bit too big. It was 42 and it had really long lugs. This, however, is a 39, and I'm guessing the lug width will be correspondingly small. Yeah, that looks just about the right size for me. Well, the first thing you notice with this one is that is a piece of domed hard-lex crystal, quite a pronounced dome on it. The second thing you notice is everything's applied. So those Arabics are applied and the hour markers beyond that are applied, and the Seiko, not the Seiko 5, but the Seiko is applied as well, all in brushed metal finish matching the brush on the hands. There are some stickers though, so let's get on with it. Well, a few stickers, but I'm afraid we've been gypped, folks. There is no plastic dial protector on this one, and there's nothing to cover the case back either. Just a tiny little sticker. What does it say? Movement Malaysia, cased in China. Yeah, the days of truly Japanese Seikos are long gone. They're assembled of bits from all over the place, usually assembled all over the place as well. All right, usual process. Let's get this one sizing on wrist, but I found one moan and niggle already. Only one micro adjust either side. And what do you know, it's still 6 minutes past 10 on the 3rd. I must say, I think the sizing of this one is just about optimal for me personally. They've sized it right in between the old SNK and the SNZG, so between that 42 and 37, this one coming in at 39mm in diameter. It's actually thicker than the Samurai at 13.3, 47mm lug-to-lug, 20mm lug width, down to 17.5, back up to 19.5 at the clasp, and sized up for me, 7-inch wrist, 132 grams. Oh, this is right up my street. Perfect kind of size, shape, weight for me, or at least it would be if it had one more bloody micro adjust. Come on, Seiko, that's just not enough choice. This one is tight, but I don't want to wear it tight because it weighs 50 grams less than the Samurai. But yeah, interesting dial. Let's have a zoom in on that one before we finish. Actually reminds me a lot of the Hamilton Interstellar, the khaki aviation day date, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It had very similar look from applied Arabics here. But yeah, it looks good, I have to say. And the brushing on the hands, a little bit of red there, picking out the red. I made it Sunday today, even though it's not Sunday today, just to colour match it. Interesting doming on that hard-lex, though it is just a hard-lex crystal. This one had push pins rather than the pin and collar system of the Samurai, and it's got hollow end links. So yeah, there's about a 50% price disparity or 100% price disparity depending on your perspective between these two watches. So it's clear to see where some of the savings have been made. I will return with a full review video of this one, including loom and movement accuracy, etc, etc in due course, but that'll do for now, I think. Yes, indeed, that will do for today then. Two Seikos that I have had my eye on for some time. Great to get them in, great to get the stickers peeled off them and have a good look at them in the flesh. Citizen Pro Master suggestions please for this one to go head to head with the Orient. Bit of a Japanese three-way battle of $500 or less divers, and it looks like I'll be looking for some strap suggestions for this one please, because if I add one more link that is going to be a bit too loose, a bit of a disappointment. I wish Seiko would just give us a another micro adjust hole on those clasps as standard. I could always swap out the clasp, but here we are modding a Seiko straight out of the box. Again, I thought we were done with all of that. So there you have it. Well done for getting to the end of the video. More vicarious sticker peeling action, always a lot of fun. If you like these two, why not check out my review of the SNZG and my review of the King Turtle, both from earlier on in 2021. Thanks for watching. See you soon.